Hey everybody, it's your friend Chan again. Here we are at Chansplaining, and I'm here to chansplain some stuff to you. It's like that, right? You know, we all love a good giggle at cut, but sometimes we enjoy a good cry too. Content at its best ought to be dynamic. The best comedy has elements of tragedy interwoven throughout it. On YouTube especially, people have this desire to create total slapstick comedy all the time, but without that real little slight taste of human anguish and pain, it's like kind of flat to me. So here are my top tear-jerking, feels, ninjas cutting onions videos of all time. 1, Truth or Drink with Tony and Safia.
It's gonna hurt. When you move into the future and you're no longer connected, I don't know where she's gonna be when she gets old.
We were filming this in the studio, and there was definitely not a dry eye in the house. I looked over and I saw Marina, and she was like, bawling.
Wanna wipe our tears away with alcohol?
Yeah.
Cheers, cheers.
I just watched Deranged Pitt and his mom play Truth or Drink. I did maybe get a glimmer of a tear in the corner of my eye.
I love you more than anything in this world. You're the reason why I live. You're the reason why I get up. You're the reason that I am. You make me what I am.
I love you too.
Why do we cry when we watch this stuff? Well, it's this feeling called empathy, go figure. When we bear witness to other people's pain or their real affection or their real feelings, we for a moment feel those feelings with them. From our own personal emotional repertoire and from our own experiences, we find corollaries between what we're watching in front of us and how we felt in the past. There's something really beautiful about being able to share that for just a moment. Other videos that made us cry. When we were filming Black Parents Explain How to Deal with the Police to Their Kids, there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
We actually have a line that we do at our house. We practice this thing. What is it?
I'm Ariel Sky Williams. I'm 8 years old. I'm unarmed and I have nothing that will hurt you.
It's just kind of a thing we practice at our house.
I was trying to keep the camera in focus while it was pointed at Ariel, and I just remember like crying through my glasses.
That time they tased me because they said I wasn't complying. What's wrong, baby? I'm okay, I'm alive, all right? Every day I get to see you, I get to do this, right?
The fact that these people were able to come into the studio and share something so intimate, like a conversation that we know is happening all around the country, but in the privacy of people's homes, to be there to witness it was pretty incredible.
If it tells you to be quiet, do everything that you can to get back to me.
There are some pretty formulaic ways in which you can manipulate people into crying when you make a video. Super cheesy music and like evocative crying stuff. But that, if it's not surprising, if it doesn't move you to transform in some small way, then I don't think that it's interesting to make something that makes people cry. Through the crying, you should be motivated to transform yourself or to reevaluate the ways you relate to other people. We filmed a series called On Killing, in which we asked veterans to talk about their experiences taking another person's life.
He had a hard hat on, and then I saw the red emblem. It was. And then when I could see a silhouette, I blasted them. Silhouettes. They're not real people, they're just targets.
The whole premise behind this idea is that we celebrate veterans in the United States in very flat ways. We say, thank you for your service. And yet when veterans return, we culturally are not prepared to hear it. These folks didn't have much opportunity to verbalize and to process this experience.
Once you realize they're gone, they're dead, then what death looks like is nothing. There's nothing there. There's a body there, but there's nothing at all there.
So many people have come into our studio to share the most intimate and raw parts about their own lives. And so often people will say, you know, that was rough for me. It was hard to be on camera for that, but I don't want you to cut it. I want you to keep that story there. And that's all a testament just to how generous our subjects have been with us. So another video that has made the people of Cut cry is 100 Years of Beauty Aging.
I'm Christy,
I'm Tavis.
and we know each other because we're getting married.
In a month.
In which an engaged couple gets made up using special effects makeup to look older at successive milestones of their future lives. There's something really bittersweet about watching an entire life flash before your eyes. Go for it.
Hi. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look a day over 75.
Really?
Yeah.
You do, but...
I suppose it helps us reflect about our own mortality
Oh, wow.
or the inevitability of our own aging.
What an incredible thing to see.
Unfeeling, cold, nihilistic. These are terms that some of you have maybe described me as in the comments. But no, actually, I too, even cold, unfeeling Chan, has maybe shed a tear or two in the studio. Speaking of crying, y'all keep crying that we haven't changed the segment to question and chancers. Well, here's your new fucking questions and chancers. A lot of them aren't questions, some of them are just insults. So, Jenny D says, I really loved the 100 Years of Beauty Americana tattoo video. Has Cut thought about doing more tattoo videos? So here's the thing, it's like really hard to find somebody that's willing to get 11 tattoos on their body at once. That said though, there are so many other tattoo traditions around the world, like Japan would be interesting, Samoa would be interesting. And I'd love to see 100 years of that. Here's a question from Rosa Carson. Does Cut have a mission statement? If so, would you be willing to share it? Our mission is to promote ambiguity as a virtue. For us, it's more like the message is that there is no message and there can never be one. So how you like that? Oh. Bert's Wild says, Chan needs to do Chainsmokers covers and call them Chan Smokers. Maybe I should actually, I'll bring my guitar next time and I'll do one. One more. Hey Vivian. Why do you think the Chansplaining series isn't getting as many views as your other content? And please say that this doesn't mean that the series will end. You know, okay, So I don't think the Chansplaining was ever gonna get 17 million views each, nor do I think it needs to. That's not the point. The point is to give y'all, you know, the fans and subscribers, a space where we can just check in, like actually build some kind of community, have some transparency about our process, just because, you know, like, that's our vibe here at Cut. And will it get canceled? See you in hell. Bye.